Introducing a friend. One morning, Mullah Nasruddin wore new clothes to go out. As he was about to leave his home, his friend Jalaluddin came over. Looking at the mullah, he said, "Look, you are wearing new clothes. Where are you going?" The mullah replied, "I have to visit some friends to congratulate them on their getting married. Why don't you come with me?" Jalaluddin said, "Look at my clothes. These are old and dirty. How can I go with you in such clothes?" The mullah offered him a new coat to wear. Jalaluddin wore it happily and said, "Well, it fits me well. Come on, let's go now." Soon they reached a friend's house. The mullah congratulated him on his wedding. He introduced his friend and said, "This is Jalaluddin, my best friend. The coat that he is wearing is mine." Jalaluddin felt very upset. He asked the mullah, "What's wrong with you? You should not have said that. It's not fair. What will your friend think?" The mullah said, "Ah, you are right. I will not say anything like this from now on." Soon, both of them reached another friend's house. The mullah once again congratulated him on his marriage. He introduced his friend and said, "This is Jalaluddin, my best friend. The coat that he is wearing is not mine." Once again, Jalaluddin became very angry. He said to the mullah, "Why don't you understand? You should not have said this about the coat." The mullah said, You are right, my friend. I will not say anything like this now." Then both of them reached a third friend's house, and the mullah congratulated him too on his wedding. He introduced his friend and said, "This is Jalaluddin, my best friend. I will not say anything about the coat that he is wearing." Then the mullah asked him, "Now I have said the right thing, haven't I?" Jalaluddin did not respond. He looked at the mullah in anger. The Mullah's Ghost. Once Mullah Nasruddin went to visit his village. While returning, it became very dark. When he reached the border of his village, he saw some thieves. The mullah was frightened. He said to himself, "Oh, I am in trouble. I don't have anything to give them, but they will not spare me so easily. I am sure that they will beat me to death." So the mullah went into a burial ground which was near the border. There he found a newly dug grave. He dug it some more. One thief had seen the mullah digging the grave and lying down in it. The thief went to the grave with his companions and saw the mullah lying in it. One thief said loudly, "Hey, who are you? Why are you sleeping here?" The mullah said, "When I died last week, I was buried here. It is very hot inside, and to enjoy some fresh air, I come out of the grave every night. In the morning, I lie down in my grave again." The thief screamed, "Ah! Oh my God! It is a ghost!" The scared thief ran away from there. His companions followed him, shouting, "Ghost! Ghost! It is a ghost! Run! Run! There is a ghost here!" All the thieves ran from there as fast as they could. God has been very kind. One day, Mullah Nasruddin's wife was muttering about something. She had been irritating the mullah since early morning. The mullah was sitting speechless for quite a while. Ultimately, he lost his patience. He became very angry. He picked up his bow and arrow and went out of the house. His wife had washed and hung out the clothes on their balcony. The mullah saw his coat hanging on the line. He aimed at his coat and shot an arrow. The arrow hit the coat, and the mullah cried out with joy, "Oh God, you have saved me from death! Oh, thank you, God!" The mullah's wife rushed out and asked, "What happened?" The mullah replied, "God has saved me from certain death." Pointing towards the coat, he said, Look at my coat. Don't you see that it has been pierced by an arrow? Can you think what would have happened if I were inside that coat?" The mullah's wife exclaimed, "Oh no! What would have happened if my husband were inside that coat?" The thought made her tremble. Wiping her tears, she said, "God has been very kind." And she spoke with kind words.